You know who it is. Welcome back. This is Stoney, and as you can see, we're in my truck, and today we're going to take a little road trip. Now, where am I going? Well, I have to travel down to Oregon for some business-related training this next week, and on the way there, along I-5 between Olympia and Vancouver, Washington, I have to go over between 6 and 8 different major river systems, and I've always wanted to prospect these. So I'm like, you know what? Let's grab some pans and let's see if we can find some gold along I-5 between this stretch. So buckle up, sit down, enjoy the ride. Let's see if we can find some gold along I-5 between Olympia and Vancouver. All right, we're at our first location. This is off of exit 82 in Centralia, Washington. It's called Fort Bourse Park. And we have the Skookumchuck River that flows underneath I-5 just a bit more up here. And then it goes into the Chehalis River, which never goes underneath I-5. It just parallels it for a little bit, you know, along the highway. So we're going to try both the Skookumchuck and the Chehalis River, do a few pans on each, see if we can find some gold. Let's get there. Well, it's not going to happen here today. This is the Chehalis right behind me, and over that way is the highway, and that's where the Skookumchuck, you know, flows into the Chehalis. We've had some really big storms these last couple of weeks, and it's totally flooded. There's no bank to work. So we're going to call this one off today. That's all right. We still got 6 more to go down I-5. I really wanted to work this spot, but you know what? It is what it is. Mother Nature wants to hold on to her gold today. All right, I really gave it one more try. That's I-5 right there. And there's just homeless have been around this area for a long time, so it's kind of ruined it for me. I don't want to step on anything I don't want to step on, and as you can see, the water level is pretty high. There's really no bank to work, so that's a shame. Really wanted to come down here and prospect, but the flooding doesn't make it any better either. So if any of my local boys and gals have ever prospected down here off of I-5 on the Skookumchuck or the Chehalis, did you guys have any luck? Is it worth going back to this spot to try and find some gold? Let me know in the comments. Off to the next spot now. All right, as you guys have all seen, the first spot there in Centralia was a bust because of the flooding. Now this next spot, this is just off of exit 72 in Napa Vine, Washington. It's called Rush Road. And this is the Newaukum River. Now, I think this might be another strikeout. The flooding, like I said, has been pretty severe, and this river usually doesn't have much of a bank to work with, even in the summertime. So I'm gonna do a quick drive-by and see if there's any bank to work, even if I can pull over and park. If not, we'll go to the next spot, but I'll let you know if this was a bust or not. Yep, as expected, our second strikeout of the day. Kind of bummer, you know, but we're off to the Cowlitz River now. That's the next big river on our journey southbound on I-5. This is going to be between Vader and Toledo. So let's hope for better conditions down there. See you then. Okay, we just got off of exit 57. This is between Vader and Toledo, Washington, on the Jackson Highway. And we're making our way down to the Cowlitz River. There's a boat launch underneath I-5 right there. And I did see some bank as I crossed over I-5, so I'm pretty hopeful that we're gonna at least have some area to work and try and do a couple pans and find some gold. So I'll meet you down there in just a couple minutes. All right, there's I-5. There's the Cowlitz. Some guys over there fishing. We got a little bank right here to work. One thing to note, you need to have a Discover Pass to park in the area over here. Just a note. So let's go ahead, grab a couple shovelfuls, find some gold on I-5. Well, first pan, already found one piece of gold. Let me show you. There it is, one little itty bitty speck. Let's take some more pans and see if we can find some more. Okay, that's my hole right there. Second pan worth. Nowhere special. I'm just kind of choosing wherever to go on the creek, or the river, sorry, Cowlitz River. Let's pan it down. Okay, here's our 5th pan. Right there's a piece of gold right there, super tiny. And we got some lead, some decomposing lead from fishing. This is a big area to fish around here. All right, that's it. We're done. Off to the next spot. Okay, so the Cowlitz River at I-5 has gold in it on the banks. I'm done with this spot. Off to the next spot I go. It's just a few more miles down the road, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. So that was pretty cool. We actually found our first piece of gold today. So there you go, Washington. There's gold along I-5. All right, we just got off at exit 52 Castle Rock at the Space Age gasoline or diesel station. And this is the North Fork of the Toutle River, T-O-U-T-L-E. And it looks like we got some snow on the ground and we got some bank showing. So let's pull over here and see if we can find some gold underneath the bridge on this river. What I thought was a bank is not a bank. The water's just too high right now because of all the flooding. So we got to scratch off the one off at exit 52, the North Fork of the Toutle River. So that's okay though. Man, we're really striking it out today with the locations, but I can't help the weather. But we did find gold so far, a little bit on the Cowlitz. So now we're gonna go to our next location, which is, probably 20 minutes south of here, near Kalama. And it's on the Kalama River. So I'll see you there in a few minutes. All right, we just took exit 32 off of I-5 southbound. This is the Kalama River Road exit. And our next spot is gonna be the Kalama River. I'm hoping that we have better luck here. I'm just hoping there's a spot we can go and test on. Maybe I should do this in the summertime when the water isn't so high. I probably have better luck, but that's part of prospecting. You never know what you're gonna get. So it looks like we made it right here. Man, the water is so high, it's like impossible to get anywhere on here. Let's see what's down this little road right here. Look kind of sketch, but that's all right. It's way sketch. And this looks like private property right here. So looks like I can't prospect here. Well, Kalama River is a no-go. Now, I'm not saying the Kalama River, you can't go on it. I'm just trying to go right where I-5 is. That's the whole point of this video, right? So I'm gonna turn around and find the next spot. Well, my trip was a bust today. I'm at the final locations. I took exit 21, Woodland, and I wanted to work the Sluice River just south of Horseshoe Lake, but it's all Washington DOT land, so I can't go back there under the bridge. And now I'm on the east fork of the Sluice River, which is probably my best bet to find gold. But again, the water's too high and I don't want to try anything here. So the Paradise Point State Park is just the other side of this river right here. I saw nothing saying that I couldn't prospect, but they do have metal detecting rules, and you can only prospect or detect in certain areas of the park, and it's not along the river. So I assume from that you cannot work the East Sluice River, the East Fork of the Sluice River at Paradise Point State Park. I'm gonna flip the camera around a second and just show you the bank. It's all sand, so I doubt anything would ever be there in the first place. But yeah, it's a bust. It's a bust for sure. Well, so there's I-5. The next exit is La Center, where that big casino is. I think it's the Ilene or Alani, something like that. Anyway, there's that bank. It's a huge just horseshoe bend right here. But from what I can see, it's all sand. And I highly doubt there's anything on that bank. So, but that is Paradise Point State Park right there. So we're gonna walk back to my truck. I have another hour and a half, to go down to Oregon, in the Dalles, Oregon, more specifically. Maybe I'll try some prospecting down in Oregon. I'm not sure. I'll be busy most of the day, so I can't, after work do anything. But that's the trip. I am sorry. I probably won't even post this because it's not worth it. But if I do, I'll maybe try and come out maybe in the summertime or springtime when the water levels are a lot lower. Then I know I can get on some bank. But that's it. Stoney out. Glad you came by. Thanks for being my buddy.